12 months I've been looking at these animals, been fascinated by these animals. I've been scared about these animals. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm picking up.
You see, here's the thing. Preparation is one of those things that's often just glanced over. Well, times are changing and no longer is it what the animal needs, but what it will benefit from. Yes, the particular species that I'm setting up for as we speak, it doesn't need UVB lighting. It doesn't need a heat source or a thermostat. It doesn't need live food. But it benefits from every single one of them one way or another. For me, I've been sitting on the idea of working with this species for over 12 months. I am now in a position where I can comfortably care for this animal correctly, the best of my ability for this animal's entire life. And that's what matters, the animal's entire life. In the description I've linked the Reptiles for some great care advice, and you can also go over and check out Clint's Reptiles videos because he's always got good information.
So I was watching a Gary Vee podcast a couple of weeks ago, and he's doing the whole normal spew that Gary does, and it was, if you're going to start, you keep saying you're going to start and you never actually do. Well, the best time to start is to start now. All this sort of jargon that he goes on about, and I got motivated. I thought, you know what, yeah, I'm in the right sort of place now where I can actually start looking at doing this. I mean, it's going to take a few weeks for me to actually get these animals, get everything sorted and get it up and running, but yeah, I can do it now. I'm in the situation where I can do it. And then by coincidence, while watching that little podcast, guess who pops up? Clint's Reptiles with his video on this particular species. I thought, that's got to be a sign, hasn't it? That has got to be a sign. So then I thought, right, yeah, I'm going to do it. Now's the time to do it. I'm going to do it. So I did it. So the first thing I did was phone up work. Can I have a couple of days overtime this week? I could do with a bit of extra cash. And that's just because the startup costs of anything is always a little bit more than what the general care, so to speak, is. But I got the cash. So I'd done the work. The next week I got the cash. And I thought, right, now's the time to start sorting everything out, getting everything sorted. The first thing I did was go around with the infrared temperature thing and checking the temperatures around my entire property, simply because this species can live perfectly fine at room temperature. However, room temperature here isn't hot enough. It's not consistently that temperature either. We drop really cold in this place. So I've had to go around and just check all through the day, which spot am I going to put these animals. You see, these animals do extremely well at mid 70s to mid 80s. Well, we've been around the room and we can't find temperatures like that. Nowhere is good enough for these animals. So then that led me down the line of, I've got to sort some sort of heating out for these particular species, to which I've done that. I've ordered that, I've got that set up. I'll set that up in a minute actually. And then I had to order all the other stuff. What else did I order? Well, to be fair, these little sweet jars, if you want to know how to get the stickers off these actual sweet jars, I'll stick a card just up there. But these are what it's going to be living in as a baby. So I've got them. I've got to get them sorted, which I'll do that in a minute. Then, obviously, the sticks that I picked up from the forest a while ago, I can get them all sorted. I've got a couple of these. I'm actually going to need more of them. And then we've got all the boxes and stuff that have come. So we'll have a look through this. But we ordered them, then we have to wait for them to arrive. Then we have to set up all the enclosures and make sure they're all at the correct temperature. Now, I don't know exactly what's... First one, tattoo ink cups. I need them with this setup, so I've got them. They came off eBay. Nice and easy. I'm putting stuff down here, there and everywhere. Next package, I don't know what's in this one, but we'll have a look. I love it. It's like Christmas Day when all this sort of stuff comes. And plus, I've had some of this for a week or so. And trying to sort of keep it all in the boxes so that I can save it for this video sort of thing. Wood wool Excelsior. I'll need that for this. Right, drop that down there. Drop the rubbish over there. Then I ordered Rapashi crested gecko diet because the babies that I'm actually picking up are on Rapashi. So it's always good to just sort of help them transition from their captivity into your captivity. Next one, this one. it says fragile, so I'm sort of like, what have I ordered that's fragile? Ah, fruit fly media. That's the stuff that's in the bottom of the fruit fly colonies. Have you guessed what it is yet? Can you guess what the species is? Stick it in the comment section if you can guess what the species actually is. This one here, I don't know what's in this one because I don't remember anything else that I ordered. But we'll have a look. Wow. I love it. It's like Christmas Day. Oh no, this isn't for this project. Top tip though. I'll show you this. The Reptile Systems heat bulbs. Massive sale going on at Internet Reptile at the moment. £2 I got this for. Bargain. With the jars, we had to make the enclosures up. So that's what we did. We've got substrate, live plant, log, little feeding ledge. And I'm absolutely in love with how these actual enclosures turned out. I mean, check that out. I've got a lovely stick there. That come from a forest haul not so long ago. We've got an amazing pothos plant just kicking around throughout the whole enclosure. Got an amazing feeding ledge just there. I don't know how well you can see it, but I made that as well. And big vents in the top. All that. If you want to see how I've made either the ledge there, because that is quite cool, or the actual enclosure altogether, just let me know in the comment section down below. I might make another enclosure video just to show you how to make it, because I've still got loads of the containers left and I will need to use all the enclosures for this species. But for the heating, we've already decided I need some form of heating for this particular species. Now, this species is going to live in these little containers for up to 6 months. After that, it's going to be put into a bigger Exoterra. I'm picking that up soon. That's all going to be a build sort of thing and all this sort of stuff. And that's going to have the over-the-top heaters, the UV and all that sort of stuff. But for now, I need heat. And I need heat for all the enclosures. I can't use over-the-top heat for these because it'll just melt the plastic mesh that's on there, and it's not going to, the UV is not going to get in through the plastic, and it's just going to be horrendous. So I need some sort of form of underheat to heat up the whole enclosures, starting from the bottom and working up. So that's where heat cable and this piece of wood comes in. I can run the heat cable through these along the bottom up there and attach it on to a thermostat, which I've already got, and that's just going to work absolutely perfect for this scenario. If it doesn't work perfect, I mean, it's just an idea I thought of in my head. It's a bit of an unorthodox way to use heat cable, but it works. Well, we'll see if it works. If it doesn't work, well, it's not the end of the world, because I've got a few weeks until these animals actually are ready to be sold and come to me and stuff like that. So this is why you need to take a long time to prepare for an animal, because if this doesn't work, I'm going to have to sort some sort of heating within that reptile room to heat the whole room up, just that extra few degrees. So the heat cable that I'm using is Reptile Systems heat cable, and I'm using this silver foil tape to hold it in place sort of thing, because that can withstand the heat throughout, it can spread the heat throughout. But I can either have the heat cable, I'm going to have the heat cable on that side. I can always turn it upside down if it heats the wood up enough and have the enclosure sat on the top. I can flick it upside down like that, have the enclosure sat just there. I can stick this behind the enclosures and have the enclosures stood up like that, so they have heat on one side and not the other side. I don't know, we're going to try all different angles. Ideally, I'd like to sit it like that with the enclosures on top just there. That way, because I use this piece of wood at the minute to take thumbnail pictures and stuff like that, so I can always take the enclosures off, put an animal on, take some pictures, and then put the enclosures back on and stuff like that. So that's the ideal way for me and my surroundings. However, if it doesn't work, like I said, I've got all the other options. But I'm going to start fitting this. And that's that done. The plug, cable, and it's all fitted in, just fix that in a minute. And it's all fitted in just like that. So the only thing to do now is plug it in for a couple of days and just keep checking the temperatures throughout the whole thing, and plug it straight into the thermostat. Thermostat probe will sit straight in the middle, and we'll go from there. Little follow up for you 3 days later, and we've done just that. We've left it on the thermostat. It's all heated up perfectly fine. This base is 83 degrees Fahrenheit. It's obviously a little bit cooler throughout the enclosure, But that's absolutely perfect. They're going to thrive in this sort of heated setup. I'm well chuffed with this. But while all this is happening and we're building it up, it's taken a few weeks up to this date, you sat there and you're trying to find these animals to see if they are actually available, see how far you're going to have to travel to get them. And there's a couple of places you can go to find breeders of this. We use the likes of Gumtree, Pre-Loved Pets, a few little second-hand sites have got them. We found loads of people that would meet us at Doncaster Reptile Show with these particular animals, but that's not till April. I mean, I'm more than happy to wait for the correct animals until April. But we're set up now. I'm excited, I'm buzzing, I want to get some. Now, the closest I found to me was about a 2-hour drive away over in Sheffield. Now, I've got a Lewis, and a Lewis is very vitally important because he's amazing on the internet and stuff like that. And remember back when Facebook banned animal sales on Facebook, and everyone jumped on that bandwagon and went over to MeWe? Well, Lewis actually stayed on MeWe, and he found somebody on MeWe that was only an hour and 10 minutes away. So bang, we arranged it. Right, we've got 7 days until we go and pick these animals up. That's when I feel comfortable enough to pick them up, and that's when I've got the time to go and pick them up. So, whoa! So the day has finally arrived. It's 7 o'clock in the morning. I'm starting work at 1 o'clock, so I've got to get there quick, get back quick, get them settled in, get them in their habitat. All the enclosures, they're built up, they're prepared, they're ready for their new inhabitants. It's going to be about an hour drive there, about an hour drive back. I can't wait for this. This is absolutely amazing. 12 months I've been looking at these animals, been fascinated by these animals. I've been scared about these animals. I can't wait to show you guys what I'm picking up. I'm finally getting the animals. Been 12 months. Here we go. I've got them. 3 boxes,